both from school and colleges, all senior colleagues from IP and school and college teachers and all who are present here. 1 year, it just flew past. In fact, few days back when we were discussing that we will have our first anniversary, we did not realize that 1 year will come so early. Now this whole idea started, I think two of us, we had first discussed, was me and Mr. Nair, that how do we create a lifetime employability? One of the big challenge is after 60 years, still we have got one working life balance. Today in the developed world, biggest problem is how do we keep employable person who are 80 plus? If we go back, if we want to see the data, and I think few days back I was seeing, one person in Japan at the age of 102, he had changed his career and he was looking for the third inning. So we also need to see that how do we deal with that part, and there's a lot of wisdom which is residing there. Now when we talk about students, what they bring in is energy and future. And one of the report which we were going through, which says that 70% of the engineering college students who come out of engineering college are not employable. I think that's a big challenge. But if we find a mechanism in which this wisdom residing with these retired professionals who want to use their wisdom in a meaningful and gainful way, and this young mind who have a lot of energy, but somehow they feel that they are not able to employ because of the framework of education system or whatever we talk about. If we can combine this wisdom with energy, a lot of innovation and value can be created, which we can give back to the society. And from the time we were in school, we were told that we are, especially in eastern part of world, and eastern part of India, and when we talk about this Jharkhand and then Bihar, we are very rich in natural resources. Industrialization started more than 100 years back when Tata Steel chose this place as to be the first steel plant. But then, if we go through the Sustainable Development Index list which has come out from the Niti Aayog, it says that the bottom two are basically taken care by Jharkhand and Bihar. And this gives the opportunity, and that is the seed what we put it, IP in general and Anvikshiki in particular. Anvikshiki is a Sanskrit word which means critical thinking, logic of science, and it used to be a graduation program in the erstwhile Nalanda University. That's more than 1,000 years back. So the primary purpose of this IP is basically bringing wisdom and energy together, create value for the industry and the society. So that's the background of IP. And then when we talk about Anvikshiki, this is the annual program. This is the first program we are having this year. And this started with the objective of that by the time we have this 10th Anvikshiki program, can we help Jharkhand to come in the top 10 list of this Niti Aayog SDI index? And that is possible with a focus on this rural economy ecosystem and MSMEs. That is the big challenge, and the story and this startup journey what we talk about. And one of our, my personal favorite story is this Chinese bamboo story. And since these students are here, young minds are here, and this Chinese bamboo white is a favorite story. Now the seed, I'm not sure that how many of you must have seen the seed of this Chinese bamboo. It's a very hard seed. When you put in the ground, nothing happens for 5 years. So 5 years you have to just wait. But it is not only the game of patience. You also have to every day water that seed. You have to de-weed the area, take care of that seed. And then by the end of 5th year, the seed breaks in the soil. It comes out of the ground. And every day it can grow up to 3 feet. Means in 6 weeks, it crosses the height of 100 feet. So in today, when we see that everything is tomorrow and day after tomorrow, there is no alternative of hard work, perseverance, tenacity, And all of you who are interested in going in the startup journey, and that is one of the responsibility of IP to provide all the support, not only as a business coach or mentor or guide, but if you have to arrange a fund, all those things will be provided. But you will have to, if you want to have the fruit of that, it is like putting a tree, you have to wait for 5 years. And with this, we also have discussed and decided that out of this idea whatever is generated, we will support 3 startup ecosystem from in next few weeks. That will be in the area of, one will be waste to wealth. It is a quite broad area, and it will be like a hobby startup where all these school, college students they can do, and we have to work out that how this will run, because you have to own that. So that will be the first area. Second will be on the around rural entrepreneuring and skill development. I think some of the groups you have presented. And third one is primarily on this digital enabling for rural, urban and industrial, and primarily for MSMEs. And this MSMEs and rural we are talking about, that another, so now I've got 2 more minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the another tree which I like is redwood trees. Now the difference between bamboo and redwood trees, I think some of you may be aware that these are the trees which survive for thousands of years. And they are the tallest tree in the world. It grows more than 100 meters or so. And this forest, redwood forest are there on the Pacific coast, which goes through the extreme climatic conditions. Means cyclone will be there, tsunami will be there, everything will be there, but still they survive. And the interesting part is that the root of these redwood trees, this doesn't go very deep. How they survive? Because these redwood trees, the root of these redwood trees grows horizontally. And the root of nearby all the redwood trees, they get intertwined amongst each other, and the strength of those root, or this is not of one tree but hundreds of the trees. And if MSMEs have to compete in this world, they will have to see that how you collaborate with each other, and then you can go in the market. And the story which I met Mr. Thakur today, I think IDA was started almost more than 50 years back, where they went to the college and got fresh graduates, put them here, asking them, providing money, land, that you please start industry. I think we should make that successful. With this, thank you very much, Mr. Ranjan, for coming for this first anniversary, and maybe in the 10th anniversary also. Regularly you should be there and see that how this journey goes. Thank you very much and wish you all the best.